Facebook. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I have a message coming to you which might sound like a bit of a weird title and it might not make a lot of sense, but I want to unpack it for you and promise you that this will be an absolutely empowering message for you. Particularly if you have been finding yourself kind of stuck in the same old patterns of behavior and the same old life, and you feel like you just can't break free, you feel like it's just all too hard, well, today's message is for you. So it is all about the fact that your lack of vision is not protecting you. And the reason why I want to explain what on earth I mean by that title is because you wouldn't be consciously thinking about, having a lack of vision as a form of protection for yourself. So it's something that is absolutely happening subconsciously. But I am hoping that what I'm going to be talking into with you guys today wakes you up and gets you out of your own way. And I'm going to get pretty passionate about this particular topic because I've actually reached a point where I'm just like, I kind of get like sick and tired of the same old stories, the same old repetitive patterns, and I'm sure if you're not that person, then I'm sure that you've definitely had the experience of having other people in your life, because it's so easy to see what other people are doing over and above what we do, right? So we've all got those people in our lives who can get stuck in the same old patterns, and just quietly, you and I both do this all the time as well. So nobody is, out of this loop. But at the end of the day, there are definitely different levels of courage, confidence, self-awareness, consciousness, levels that can get us out of these old patterns. But what I am seeing time and time again, the very thing that drives me most crazy in this world is when people are constantly in this kind of like loop to like grow, but they're like, they don't have the vision, they don't have the clarity, they don't really know where they're going. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing to, I absolutely get it. And I've been there so many times in my life, and I'm continuing to always up level my level of clarity and vision. But what I want this message to be about is a wake up call to those of us out there who are using this, I don't have clarity, I don't have vision, I don't know where I'm going, to protect ourselves from actually, having to face the reality of our situation. And too many of us are doing this. And that's why I've just kind of reached this point where I'm just like, this is kind of driving me insane, because I see so much of myself in it as well, right? And really, what we need to focus on, we need a kind of wake-up call, which I'm hoping this message is kind of going to be, to wake us up to the fact that, your ignorance is not bliss, as Tony Robbins would say. I've been mentioning him a lot lately, but, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is pain, because you are not realizing what your current level of living is costing you. And that's what you think you're protecting yourself by not getting clarity of vision, by not dreaming bigger, by not getting inspired, by not creating some clarity of vision and direction as to where you want to go. You think that that's too scary, that's unknown, so you'd rather stay certain in, at least, even though it's painful, at least I know what's coming, at least I know what I've got, But the moment you get a bit clear on the vision of reality that you'd rather experience is the moment you're too scared of experiencing, because you'll realize in that moment what this life is costing you. By staying the same, you are costing yourself the life that you could be living, that is filled with fulfillment, that is filled with joy and gratitude and experience and, aliveness. Your certainty in the known is costing you the absolute fulfillment of the unknown possibilities that are absolutely available to you, but you're identifying so much with the way that you live your life, you do not think that a new life is possible for yourself, and that is what is costing you. And It is absolutely why I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys who chooses to spend your time to watch a message like this, who chooses to invest in yourself in personal development and go into the masterclasses that I run, or go into my programs or other people's programs, and actually take action in your life. Again, so many of us are thinking that learning is actually moving the needle forward. It's only moving the needle forward if you're getting into action with the things that you're learning from the books, the things that you're learning from those courses. How much of that are you actually implementing in your life? You know, how much is that allowing you to take full responsibility for where your life is at? And I know full well you're not taking responsibility if you're not getting into action. You know, so instead of, you know, just learning or just avoiding, how about we get into some serious action? How about we get you dreaming really big? How about we get you shifting out of the persona that you've identified with so strongly that is absolutely just recreating the same circumstances over and over and over again in your life, and we get you to paint a new picture of who you can be, of the life that you can be experiencing. And I guarantee you, when you get clarity of vision that's really inspired, you know, from within, it's not filtering through what everybody else wants, or, you know, it's actually coming from within. It brings you to tears of gratitude and joy because it's yours and you can envision it. And if we can get you clear on that without you running away from it all the time, then you will drum up the confidence and courage it takes to get into action towards it and in alignment with it, because you'll suddenly realize that the way you are living your life is not just insignificant, it is so significant because it is costing you what you could be experiencing. And now you've got the clarity over it, now you've got some direction, it's going to get you into action. You know, and you're going to stop settling for mediocrity. You're going to stop selling yourself so short. You're going to stop running the same old patterns of behavior that are absolutely draining and exhausting. And you're going to step up and you're going to start living your life as you know you can. And I'm really hyped up on this one if you can't tell. But it's because I've been there too many times in my own life. You know, I lived the majority of my life. I can't wait till I can say that the majority of my life has been determined consciously. I haven't reached that point just yet, but it is getting there, and I can absolutely say that the majority of my life has been lived in default. It's been lived without having, you know, any clarity over what I want. It's just been living for the day to day until the pain of staying the same started to outweigh the pain of change, and I started to get the right tools. I started to surround myself with the right people. I started to take that small step in the direction of what I knew to be right. I started to have integrity with myself. I started to stop saying yes to the things I really meant no about, and I started moving in the direction of what I really wanted. No matter if that cost me that connection or a multitude of connections, because I knew that those connections were keeping me stuck in the same old habitual patterns and results in my life that were totally unfulfilling. And I started being willing to tread that path on my own, to start to be willing to venture into the unknown, to start to be willing to do the work and take responsibility for my own life. And that is when everything changed for me. And every time I make those decisions, I get to a new level of my potential. It is exactly why I do the work that I do, because honestly, I feel like it's the most important work of the world. You know, I don't feel like we can ever really feel a true sense of fulfillment in our lives until we take responsibility for our own lives. And we stop trying to handball the responsibility to some external source, whether it's a person, a job, a circumstance, like whatever it is, you know, and we start going, you know what? I seem to be the common denominator in all of these patterns, and I keep running the same pattern, and I keep experiencing the same experiences, and I keep generating the same results. And you know what? It's beating down on my relationship with myself. I keep feeling worse about myself. And you know what? You have to have the courage to identify that other people are doing different things and getting different results. Why do you think you're so different? Why do you think you can't have that? Why do you think you're the only one with your problems? You're not. We're all human beings and we all have the same battles. But what makes a difference is the 1%ers who are willing to take ownership and responsibility for their lives and direct that time, energy, and effort that they have been directing in the sources that are leading them down the same path and the same lack of fulfillment. And they choose to take that energy and, go, what? I'm smarter than this. I'm not insane. I'm not going to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I'm going to stop that, and I'm actually going to take this energy and this effort and all of my attention and focus that I've been putting in this wrong direction, and I'm going to start channeling it into the unknown possibilities that could potentially generate something extraordinary. I already know where this leads. Let's take some chances over here. Let's surround ourselves with people who are actually going for it, who don't just settle for that same old stuff to stay certain and in control, which is completely a fallacy, and they actually go for fulfillment, for growth, for love over just like mediocre connection, just to stay safe and whatever. I've been there too many times. I'm speaking from experience, and it makes me really passionate because I know that people who are stuck in those patterns are absolutely selling themselves short. And to me, there is nothing more painful than watching people who have brilliance, who have such high potential, continue to run the same pattern. Oh my God, I'm just too passionate about this, and I could just go on all day about this, but I'm really, really hoping that this message rings true to you today. And my hope is that it is the wake-up call that you need, the kick in the butt that you actually need to realize, I ain't going there anymore. Your decision is made in an instant. You've not yet decided that enough is enough. And I'm really hoping that today is that day. So, and I'm really hoping that if you guys, need more support in your life, if you feel like you need a shift in the environment of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, that you are getting involved in the communities that are available to you. My community that I've generated with the Limitless Potential Academy and the Limitless Potential Community, they are just one avenue that you guys can get involved in straight away. You can I will link up the Limitless Potential Community. It's got nearly 5,000 amazing, beautiful human beings from over 30 different countries who are in there, who are trying to surround themselves with a higher level of quality of human being who will help them project to that next level. And if you want to take it the next step for that, I've got the Limitless Potential Masterclasses, and I've made them so accessible. They're $19 a month, and you get into the inner circle, an amazing community of beautiful like minds who are invested in their growth, and they are committed to it, and they get masterclasses where they're all growing together. That is accessible to you right now. The link is up above. Whether it is my communities or somewhere else, please get yourself surrounded with people who are actually moving the needle forward, and they're not staying stuck in the same old game. You need change. You need a shift in environment, and you need to dive into the unknown and get a bit uncertain so that you can make some shifts and changes out of who you think you are and out of who you think, how you think your life is. And that's just the end of the game. It's not. You've got your whole life ahead of you. So make some shifts and changes now, and I'm going to stop going off. All right, let me check in with you guys and let me know if you got any questions or comments or words of wisdom. I'm sorry, I'm just like, kind of like really just like energized by this today. But Sam is in the house. I love it. And Tamim and Pankaj, hello to you, my friend. And Tanya's here. And Brian, great to see you guys. And Judy, and thank you, Sam. You're loving my dress today. And Laura's here, and Victoria, and Mohammed, and Melissa, and Huss is here. Awesome, guys. And Tayyab Hassan, hello to you. And hello to you, Victoria. And Dan, God bless you. I appreciate your streams. I believe you're a very special person. Dan, thank you so much. I'm really grateful to have you here. And that is what this message is really about. Every single one of us is a very special person, like you're saying there, Dan. But we sell ourselves so short, and we get stuck in this life of mediocrity. We get stuck in these old past patterns and sell ourselves short. And nothing breaks my heart more than seeing that play out years and years and knowing full well what's coming for that individual, which is a life filled with regrets, which is getting to the end of your life and looking back on it and having just so many regrets. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you step up? The number one regret of the dying is that I wish I had have had the courage to live a life true to myself rather than one I felt was expected of me. And let that be your wake-up call to say enough is enough and something else is possible. We live in a realm of limitless possibilities. Stop choosing the same old one where you already know what the results are. Use a method of projecting into your future and seeing where this is leading you. You're an intelligent human being. You already have the experiences down this path. Do you really want that? Do you really want to continue down that path, knowing full well that you have a vast variety of possibilities available to you? You know, it might take a little bit of short-term pain, but it is obviously going to be long-term gain, and you will generate the level of confidence and courage you need every step of the way as you need it. So just trust and believe and back yourself. I keep going off, don't I? I can't stop myself today. But thank you, Dan. I so appreciate you being here, my friend. And thank you for your kind words. And Sam, loving that this is a great topic for you. And John's here. And Ram's in the house. And Mohammed. And Sam. We have to face life head on to wake up and grow. Boom. Absolutely. And until we do that, we're just going to be subordinating to some other person's vision for our life, which isn't really that grand. You know, only we can make it what we really want it to be. So stop relying on other people to make your decisions and step into the game of life head on and wake up and grow, like you're saying there, Sam. I love it. And Mohammed, I'm loving that you're agreeing with what's being said today. And Nanth's here. And Sam, what provoked you to bring up this message? It's deep and timely. Thank you for reinforcing it, Sam. Couple of special, beautiful, amazing human beings that I love to death in my life right now are currently really generating this message within me because I am seeing them sell themselves short in their life, and I couldn't be more passionate about it. So thanks for asking. But yeah, that's what really produced this message for me today. You guys know every single one of these messages are coming from something going on in my life. And if I'm really passionate about it, you know what's happening right this instant. And Victoria, yes, I think I'm doing this. I'm stuck. Okay, how do I go about getting clarity and vision? Victoria, I really acknowledge you for acknowledging that you are kind of stuck in that same old pattern. With all the rest of us, we've all been there or we're there, right? My absolute best self, my higher self would be getting you to come into the 8-week empowerment program, which is all about you getting that clarity and direction of vision. That is week 1, is getting into that inspired vision. That's actually the first 2 weeks are majorly predominantly focused on identifying that clarity of inspiration and vision and getting around a group and a community where we catch up 3 times a week and we go deep. We go there together. You know, you're not just by yourself with some program online that's just like got all this information and you just sit there in your own time. You've actually got, you know, a live training. You've got a group coaching session. You've got a community that we're building. So we catch up together again. We build that together. And everybody who's been through it has absolutely had amazing results. All the people who've graduated from that so far have given me amazing, recommendations based on that. So I absolutely believe and back in that process. I'm going to be launching it and I'm going to be doing rounds of it. I'm going to be launching a new round of that in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to let you guys know all of the details, but I really encourage you. The spots are going to be limited because it's an intense group, but I really encourage you to reach out to me and let me know that you would like to be a part of that so I can hold a position for you. But I would highly recommend that for you, Victoria. Anybody who is stuck needs to go through that system. It is a system that will get you clarity, direction, courage, confidence, and get you an action plan with the coaching, with the community of like minds who are going through it at the same time with you. And there is nothing better to me. I've created that system based on my own personal experience, based on all the work that I do with my clients, based on going to the best trainings around the world from the biggest gurus, you know, who do the greatest transformations in other people's lives. I've created a system based on my own experience and work. So I would highly encourage you to be a part of that. Let me know. Anybody who wants to be a part of it, it's going to be limited to, I'm probably going to do 10 people maximum. So if you want to make sure that you have a place, send me a message today, or whenever you hear this message, ASAP. And that's, you need the system, you need the people in the community, and you need somebody ahead of the timeline for you who can help you to fast track your success. That is what I would say. And Sam, yes, that persona is a circle of mediocrity. Absolutely. We are bigger than who we think we are, and who you believe yourself to be is who you will continue to create experiences that will continue to generate the same level of being, the same results that reinforce to you that you are who you are, because that's what the brain wants to do. It wants the quickest, easiest, simplest pathway forward to have certainty. So you identify who you think you are, and then you continue to create results and experiences and relationships that reinforce to you that that's who you are, so you don't have to do any work. But we know where that leads us, to unfulfillment. So I want you to get beyond that. I want you to be able to believe in a new possibility for yourself that's actually fulfilling. And I promise you it's there. I've seen too many people make that crossover from mediocrity to the extraordinary, to step into their potential and actually live their lives, and it does take effort. I'm not going to lie. It takes your commitment. It takes you taking responsibility, which 99% of people don't want to take, So be the 1%ers who actually access true fulfillment in their lives. You can do it. We've all got access to it. Oh my gosh, I'm seriously going off today. Gosh, I didn't know I had so much in me today. But yes, thank you. And Alexandra is in the house. I love it. And Charles is listening too. Love to see you guys. And Anantha, wow. Hi, Vanessa. Amazing to see your video again. Always amazing to have you here, Anantha, my friend. And Yusuf, use your pain to change your life. Absolutely. That's what oftentimes pain is an amazing motivator to get you into action, to say enough is enough. I cannot continue to go down this path where I know where it's just leading to pain after pain after pain. Get beyond that. But you have to have vision. And you pretending like, I don't have vision, I can't go there, I can't get clarity. It is not protecting you. It is absolutely costing you. So, oh my gosh, I'm just so passionate. Sorry. I can't help myself. I'm feeling like just totally energized. I feel like I'm almost shaking. Sorry if I'm too much, but I can't help it. And that's just my truth today. And Mohammed, take action. It's the only way to make a difference in our life, because if we just learn and learn without living it in real life, it's like putting water on a sponge. You are speaking the truth, Mohammed. Absolutely. And that's why I am always about action. It's not just about learning. So many of us think we've just learned this book and we read this book and I've got this whole library of books and all this learning. And okay, but how much of that are you actually implementing in your life? What results, what fruits are you bearing from that learning? Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So get into action. Absolutely, Mohammed. You are speaking my language. And Martin's here. Hello to you. And Sam, yes, I noticed your energy shifted talking about this topic. Quite intense, sharp, and penetrative. Yeah, I can't help it. I've had a morning of just really diving into this, and I'm just... I've got to speak it out to you guys. So thanks for being here, and I hope that it's of value to you guys. And Deanne's here from Canada. Needed this, thanks. Oh, I love hearing that, Deanne. Thank you so much for being here and from beautiful Canada. I can't wait to get back to Canada. And Yusuf, Anthony Robbins talked about pain as a factor to change your life in one of his books. Absolutely. And everybody who is in self-development is absolutely talking about using pain to change at times. Use whatever you can to motivate you into action, into inspired action that will get you to the life that you're capable of living, and out of the life that's just so draining of your energy and stuck in that same old pattern and cycle. So absolutely, Yusuf, love it. And Sam, I love it when you wear that headmistress hat and horn home the truth and reality. Absolutely. And what did I call it in the 8-week program? Bit of my hard-assness. Sometimes I come out and sometimes it's needed. So I love that it's good with you, Sam. And Lisa's here, and Sam, love your passion for waking us up. Go girl, I love it. And Yusuf, thank you Vanessa for your vids. You are such a great teacher. Thank you Yusuf, I so appreciate you my friend, and really grateful that these are inspiring to you. And Ram, no clarity on vision, no learnings and no actions towards self-improvement is a pretty lesser than mental illness. Mental illness. Absolutely. We have to get clear. We have to have a vision. We have to have something bigger than just ourselves that pulls us through the tough times so that we can exit them. And we don't just stay stuck in that mediocrity where it's like, oh, it got painful and then I just get distracted myself and it got kind of less painful and I can just like, oh, it's kind of okay. And then it gets more painful. We just get stuck in that cycle rather than breaking free of it because we have a clarity of vision that pulls us through. And we realize once and for all that that is costing us the life that we could be living. And that may just be the pain that stops you from remaining the same. Love that, Ram. And Kadri, oh, I always say your name wrong. You're going to have to teach me again. But such a great message. I have been stuck in that cycle, but in one moment I saw that I can't continue like this and stopped to rely on others and on the conditions. So I started my self-development journey and it has made a real difference. But yes, it is easy to fall into usual patterns. I see this almost every day. I love hearing that, Kadri. Absolutely. And I love having you in the masterclasses and the group coaching. You're such a superstar. And I love that you've turned the page and you are such a leader in your personal development. And I'm sure you are leading the people around you as well. And yeah, you know, that self-awareness piece is absolutely the starting block. You know, we have to be self-aware to notice our patterns and own them and not be so scared of like feeling like we're not good enough because we've got problems. Well, guess what? You're like every other human being. We're all battling the same battles. You know, stop thinking that, you know, there's something to avoid or pretend you don't have, and actually take the time to get clarity of vision and break those patterns. I love that, Kadri, and I love having you here, and I love you in the Limitless Potential. So, Alexandra, yes, I'm preaching, and you're loving the fire and passion. I love it. And Tanya, this is my stuck state. Yes, all of us have a stuck state. So I'm so grateful to also have you, Tanya, in the masterclasses and in the masterclasses group coaching. You know, that shows me that you're committed to getting unstuck. And I've already started to see that with you, you beautiful human being. So I love your acknowledgement of that. It takes real courage to just take that simple step of responsibility and seeing our patterns. So you are a rock star. And Asmatullah, hello to you and nice to see you as always. And Sam, yes, Masterclass is the best investment I've given myself. It's a token of love and amazing gift from Vanessa. I honor and appreciate you for creating this miracle and blessing. Thank you so much, Sam. I so appreciate you as always, and it is my absolute honor to serve my mission with such an amazing human being. So appreciate you. And Julie's here, and Haru, shine on, divine one, gratitude. Much gratitude to you, my friend, as always. And Kalikeka, or it might be Brian, I don't know. But I love having you here as well. And Victoria, yes, I'm interested. Boom. Okay, I love it. I can't wait. You will be such a great fit in that team, Victoria. I will hold a place for you. You'll be on my list. I'm going to start my list today. So I'm going to be holding places. Because I only want to as rounds of 10 people at a time, because I want to go really deep with each and every one of you guys. I want to revolutionize your life. I want to wake you up to your greatness. And by the end of it's an 8-week program. I want you to be on fire. You'll have your action plan. You will have your clarity of vision. You will have the tools that you need. You'll be surrounded by people who are growing with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so passionate about this, and I can't wait to have you on the team, Victoria. I'll be giving you guys all the details very shortly, but definitely let me know if you want to be part of it. And Ray's here, and Tanya, add you as well. Awesome. I've already got 2 of you guys taken up that 10 right now, so that will be awesome to have you on there, Tanya. Oh my gosh, absolutely. And Dawn just got on here. So beautiful to see you, beautiful. I hope whatever you missed, you catch a recording, get some value from it. But I always love having you, you beautiful human being. And Darren, how are you going over there, Vanessa? And what is the fruit of relationship? Okay, I'm doing really well. What is the fruit of a relationship? Okay, that's an interesting question. I'm not totally sure what I know you to mean, but let's just go on this pathway of what I think. I really do believe that, what is the fruit of a relationship? I think that relationships are here to enhance our lives. You know, they are not here, you know, to be of any sort of form of restriction. They are here to expand our lives. You know, a lot of people get into relationship and their walls close down and they become this like, you can't do this and you can do this and you better not do that and this and that and you're pain and you know, and we've all been there in those relationship cycles where, you know, for me personally, relationship had been kind of cutting off from the world in a lot of ways and making that one person my total life and world. And I've had enough experiences so far to know that that is not love. You know, that freedom is love. Love is freedom. They are synopsis. Oh my gosh, I'm just having an English moment that is not working out for me. But synonymous. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I think all this passion has just gone. Probably Alexandria, the English teacher, could help me out there. But you know, that is what relationship is about. It's got to expand you. It's got to evolve you. It's got to give you more in your life, not take anything away. So that's just a short little answer for whatever I'm picking up from your question there. Darren, I so appreciate you being here. Awesome, Dawn, you're going to catch the replay. And Sam, yes, I did the 8-week empowerment program. It woke me up and gave me vision, passion, mission to create my life and desire. I woke up into my highest values in alignment with my vision, and now I'm inspired and empowered into my greatness and limitless potential. Thank you so much, Superstar, for shining light in my life. You rock, babe. Sam, thank you so much. I so appreciate you sharing that with me and with all of us here, because you know, sometimes that's the biggest hurdle for people, to like trust in that investment in themselves. And sometimes they just need to hear the experience of others. So I just so much an overwhelming gratitude for the love that you share, Sam, and I so appreciate you sharing your experience with everybody. It means the world to me. It's the greatest gift that you could give to me, is to share your experience, your honest experience about the work that I've done with you, so in the hope that that can expand and get people over the edge so that I can also help them and take them to that level. So I so appreciate you, Sam, my beautiful friend and amazing co-creator in all that I do. I so appreciate you. And Alexandria, Charles said, taking action is the best part. Courage and curiosity is one and the same. Beautiful, absolutely. And you know, that taking of action, that is courage. You know, courage is that taking of action in the most inspired, most loving, most real way, in the face of fear that just keeps you sort of stuck and limited and in inaction. You know, so absolutely. And yeah, courage and curiosity is one and the same. Absolutely, because you've got to have the courage to venture into the unknown. You've got to have that level of curiosity to step out and step into it, you know, and that is where everything brilliant is residing. If you want to change, if you want something brilliant to occur in your life that you've never experienced before, you've got to be willing to have that courage and curiosity to venture into the unknown possibilities and make it happen through action. Couldn't agree more. Amazing, wise Charles, I love it. And MN is here as well. And Ram, nothing can get you better and faster into your DNA than the habit of taking consistent action. Boom, absolutely. No amount of reading, listening will help unless followed by immediate action. You are so spot on, Ram. I could not agree more. And exactly why all the work that I do in, sorry, it's a funny piece of hair going on, distracting me, but all the work that I do in my programs, in my courses, everything that I do is all geared towards action. Because if you don't get into action, it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of everybody's time. You're just kind of keeping yourself stuck and feeling safe, like, oh yeah, I know this now, but is your life really showing it? And that's what makes a difference. So I love that, Ram. Thank you so much, my friend. And Ulas is here. Loving it, Tanya. And Brian, you're so inspirational. Thank you so much, my friend. I so appreciate you, and I'm grateful that you're finding some inspiration here. That's the point. That's why I show up. So I so appreciate that feedback. And Karen's here. And Sam, this is the best message I've heard from you, with lots of passion and deep calling for waking up, taking action, and not looking outside ourselves for shifts and transformation of our lives. Thank you so much for that, Sam. I really appreciate it. I'm always grateful for every challenge in my life, because it absolutely gets me into a passionate state of being and inspires me more to serve more, to deliver more, to get into more action. So Isn't that funny? You know, see, when we utilize the energy from what seems to be a challenging circumstance or a negative circumstance in our life, and we channel it in the right direction, we can get passionate. We can create great messages for you. I love that, Sam. Thank you so much, my friend. And Brian, love is freedom indeed. Absolutely. Never forget it. Anything that restricts you is not love, it's control. Okay, so we need to break the paradigm of what we think relationships are like. You know, that's an old way of being. We've got to shift that. We've got to be the leaders in that, because there's not many people living into what I perceive to be an extraordinary quality of relationship. I don't know about you, you know, but if we get clarity over what that is, then we're finally going to see what it's costing us to stay the same in this mediocrity. And Rika, today's live video has awakened me and made me realize where I'm lacking this action. Thank you so much. Rika, thank you so much for letting me know that. That is absolutely touching my heart, making me feel truly fulfilled, because that is why I get on these messages for you guys, in the hope that it could be that wake-up call that gives you a bit of inspiration, that gives you the kick up the butt that you might need in order to step in a more fulfilling direction, an empowering direction. So Rika, you're touching my heart, my friend. I'm grateful that you are an action taker and you're willing to look at your life and own where it currently is, get clarity over where you want to get to, and close the gap through action. And I would love to have any of you guys who are at that level. If you're ready to take it into action, definitely join me in the monthly masterclasses. It is so easily accessible. We've got the next monthly masterclass coming up in less than a week on next Thursday Australian time, and also keep a lookout for the 8-week group coaching empowerment program. I'm about to launch the second round. If you want me to hold your place, let me know. This is what it's all about: clarity, direction, courage, action. Getting you out of where that current cycle and getting you into the cycle that you're really destined to be in, that is empowering, that is up leveling every step of the way and not staying spiraling down. All right, so let me know. Last little people I can just see, I see Millie and Rose have just joined. I hope you guys catch the recording and get a ton of value from today's message. So good to see you guys. And Victoria, Mel Robbins has a technique to help to take action. It's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that launching sequence, absolutely. It's a great one. Another one that I utilize, and I don't personally utilize it for myself anymore because I've gotten beyond it, but I'll probably got another layer I got to get to. But set your timer. If you're a procrastinator, I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole right now, but ultimately set yourself a timer. If you're like not getting into action, just decide that you've got to spend 1 minute on that action. Set your timer on your phone, you know, and get into 1 minute of action as soon as you take, and that's all you expect of yourself. And if you do that, once you start the same as Mel Robbins, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that countdown, and you just get into it, you know, it's the same as that. Once you take that first step, you'll find that you're actually building trust within yourself because you're following through on your word and having integrity for once. And also you'll find that the momentum will start to generate. Oh, you've already started, you might as well do a little bit more. Whatever. All right. So thanks for sharing that, Victoria. And Sandeep has just joined. I am signing off. So anybody just joining me now, I hope that you guys catch the recording, get a ton of value from today's a bit more passionate message. And yes, Victoria, your procrastinating is bad. Well, we get into procrastination also when we're not on our own path. So that is why the 8-week empowerment program would be absolute key for you to get clarity over what you really want. Because procrastination is actually, I heard Jesse Elder say this, which was awesome. And I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's something around the lines of procrastination is spiritual protection. We procrastinate at times because we're trying to head down a path that's actually not true for ourselves. So you've got to know who you are. You've got to get clear on what matters most to you. You've got to get clear on that vision forward. You've got to get into that sequence of actions that I've outlined in the 8-week empowerment program. I can't wait to have you in there, Victoria. It's going to seriously help you in all levels. It's going to have a ripple effect to get out of procrastination. But anyway, I'm going to keep moving on because otherwise I could go on all day. But as always, guys, I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, and I really hope that today's message has empowered you and inspired you to get out of your own way, to stop selling yourself short, to stop thinking that not getting clarity and not having a vision is protecting you. It's not, it's costing you. All right, and get around the right people, invest in the right things for you that resonate with you, and start taking the action. Get the steps you need and get into them, and stop wasting any more time. It is absolutely costing you. So wake up to that. I hope this message has absolutely done that, and I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you as always tomorrow.